I will die on this world. I will die on Tarsh. The fleet has been ordered to the bug front to fuel our democratic space station, but my commandos and I will hold out as long as we can in a rear guard action. We will hold back the wretched mass of invalid cybernetics wheezing its way like a plague through our planets to cast our future glories into the dirt. I will draw my last breath on this world, and when my brothers and sisters return to the stars, my ashes will be scattered across this accursed hellscape. It's just a dang shame we have to do it all with no frickin' air support. My name is Commissar Kai, and today we're doing a Left Behind challenge. The bots are pushing towards our new democratic space station, and they're coming full bore. So we're gonna hold the rear without the use of any red stratagems. Due to our orbital and eagle support being recalled to the bug front, we're restricted to just green and blue stratagems, so mostly mines, support weapons, and sentries. Duplicate stratagems are not allowed, so no rocket sentry maxing, and we can only use primaries that use gunpowder to fire, meaning no explosive crossbows or purifiers. Can we tackle the jetpack brigade before they blitz through our lines? Let's jump in and find out.
I have an idea. Follow me, troops.
Senators!
Yes, ma'am. Open fire.
Oh!
Shoot his belly.
Come here,
Yeah!
man.
Let's fucking go.
Yes!
Restrictions breed creativity, cadets, and that is one of the main themes of this challenge. By restricting ourselves from using staples of the Helldiver diet, like the 500 kilogram bomb, orbital napalm barrage, or eagle strafing runs, we are forced to look for new answers to old problems. This meant leaning on the most underused and underappreciated stratagems in the game. And sweet liberty did we find some real winners.
Can you stop burning alive over there, please?
No.
I got it.
A lot.
Okay, that's good.
Deploying the sentry right there.
Yep.
I'm a heavy flamer on the bot front. My job is to burn alive.
Got the fabricator.
No one saw
Oh,
that.
what is
Stop
this?
fucking
This
screaming
not an
over there,
outpost?
dog.
No, it's an outpost. I don't know what's going
Who
on.
is screaming over there? Jesus.
For our first big winner, it is my privilege to introduce to y'all the concept of grid square removal. This is for when you don't need to just eliminate the enemy, but the very ground they have the audacity to stand upon. These noodle-legged losers won't know what rapidly converted them into a cube of trash, but you can bet that their friends will think twice before dropping in on you again after seeing the carnage this combo can bring.
Oh, God. Where are you going to support from, buddy? Oh, my. I'm going to have a...
Oh my gosh.
God, my screen is shaking so bad.
I was like, I literally cannot see. There's so much gunfire.
Yeah. It's so bright.
This is blinding. Thank you.
Who needs
Oh my
eagles
gosh.
and orbitals? We have all the destruction we need.
Because I thoroughly enjoy making my commandos nervous, I brought the airburst rocket launcher and all the landmines in the game. This includes the anti-personnel, anti-tank, and incendiary varieties, so I can be sure that I'm making every step the bots take a gamble when they are on our worlds. This might look like a ridiculous meme combo, because it is. But it's shockingly effective at dealing with big packs of enemies or bot drops. The way you use it is pretty simple. We drop a frankly absurd amount of mines on an area where we know there will soon be future raw materials, and wait for the enemy to start cooking off the mines. Once they're in the middle of the field, we fire an airburst shot to detonate all of our remaining mines. This causes a chain reaction of explosions, which will vibrate your screen more than a fresh cadet driving a stick. If any bot was unfortunate enough to survive the initial blast, followed up with a few more airburst shots to show them their rightful place as additional armor plating for our fleet. Because mines are not the most reactive answer to threats, we gotta cover those holes in our loadout. We'll be packing the Senator for close-in Hulk work.
Alright. Just the heavy outpost.
Alright. Next hit.
Get out of my way.
No,
That
I
was
will
very
not get out of
entertaining.
your way.
Some form of medium penetration primary like the Liberator Penetrator, Adjudicator, or Diligence Countersniper. And you guessed it, thermite grenades. This is why I keep telling y'all to pick up the Democratic Detonation Warbond first. It just opens so many doors with its weapon and grenade options. Thermites close the last hole in our loadout by giving us an answer for fabricators, tanks, and factory striders. Basically, if it's a big target, slap a thermite on its nose or coax it into a field of AT mines. If it's Devastator-sized or smaller, just fire your Pocket Eagle cluster strike at the problem. One second, y'all. I'm getting a call. Kai here, go ahead. What do you mean I can't endorse the airburst rocket launcher mine loadout? High rates of friendly fire? We're Helldivers. That's just a normal Tuesday for us. Huh? Yeah? To shreds, you say? Alright, fine, I'll tell him. Apparently, recommending a loadout of all mines in the airburst rocket launcher to y'all has the brass sweating bullets. So here's a crash course on making sure you're burying the right targets. If you see a friendly within about 20 meters of your target with the airburst launcher, fire it further off to the side or above the target so the proximity fuse goes off away from your teammates. If your teammate is wearing explosive resistant armor, then you can narrow that window down to about 10 meters since they will likely survive the blast anyway. Just be wary of the potential repercussions of your actions.
Fire.
This weapon excels at deleting patrols and bot drops, but it is pretty much useless against any kind of heavy armor. So don't waste your shots trying to take out a Hulk or a tank. Instead, save them for those juicy packs of medium-sized enemies or for your personal deforestation efforts.
I can't see through all the trees.
Roger that. Removing trees.
For our mines, we want to use them in prepared positions rather than just throwing them about willy-nilly. If your mission is to strategically transfer equipment to an alternate location, spreading the glorious word of managed democracy, or securing those high-value assets, then this build really shines. Toss them mines all over where you think the bots are going to drop, and then sit back and watch the fireworks. You can also use them when you need to retreat by throwing the mines towards any bots pursuing you, giving you time to vanish like a fart in the wind. Y'all probably gathered by now how much I like using this loadout, but you should like this video. That one click is the best way to support the channel and manage democracy by helping spread the word of cooperation and team play to the rest of the fleet. If you're in need of friends to try the Left Behind challenge, then enlist in my platoon by clicking the link to the Discord in the description below. My commandos are the most active and team play oriented Helldivers in the fleet. We could use some fresh meat now that the Democratic Space Station is finally ready. Speaking of team play, let's jump into the second biggest winner of our challenge, the spirit of cooperation. Turns out, when you don't have access to any of our air support stratagems, running off and doing your own thing becomes a lot harder. This forced us to stick together and work with each other to deal with a level 10 bot mission. Since if a factory strider showed up and our recoilless rifle Helldiver was off picking their nose, it would be a real problem. This got me thinking about how to work as a duo to overcome this unconventional challenge. And y'all, I think I cooked with this one.
I'm trusting you, Chunk. There we go.
Watch out! They're gonna be dead!
Reload, Chunky. I got you.
Reloading.
They're at the den!
This is a tale of a young man discovering his identity as a very heavily armed and armored man with a less than stellar cardio capabilities.
Oh, you're probably out of stamina.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
How'd you know?
Because you're fat.
The idea is that one of us would run with heavy armor, a supply pack, heavy machine gun, expendable anti-tanks, and a mech suit, while the other ran the recoilless rifle, a bucket load of sentries, and a shield relay, some form of high stagger primary, and the stem pistol. The stem pistol is the key to success with this duo setup, since it's going to enable our chunky companion to keep up with the team by continually shooting shots of non-addictive chemicals directly into their backside and face. And well, pretty much everywhere.
Your head.
Yes!
I almost
Oh
died.
my god!
I gotta see this.
Look at my back and my arms.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, I shot you a few times.
Oh!
Just a few.
Your overweight friend will thank you for allowing them to juice up for their marathon sprints and giving them that sweet, sweet damage reduction from the experimental infusion booster.
This might
Let me
actually be
reload.
my new favorite loadout for, like, team plays.
Good.
Oh my
I'm glad.
God.
This is kind of the fucking
I
point.
am-
I will make people realize that there's a lot of good shit in this game and they don't use it.
Aside from making our friend look like a horror movie villain, this strategy is effective on the battlefield. Between your recoilless rifle and our overweight friend's heavy machine gun, you'll have both the firepower and the staying power to take on the hordes of soulless machines. Couple this with a smattering of sentry covering fire, a shield relay, and an emancipator exosuit for when you really need to give the bots all of the millimeters, and you become very well equipped to tackle any problem. I also found that this duo pairing was extremely helpful for teaching both of us to stick together and to support each other. We can cover each other's weaknesses, but on our own, we're not nearly as effective. This pairing is probably even more effective on the bug front, since they have way more chaff for your sentries to chew through, and their heavy threats to your mech are all needing to get close before they can do damage. But it worked out real well on the bot front. The shield relay really stuck out as a winner here. With an incredibly short cooldown and large health pool, the shield will buy you enough of the precious seconds you need to get the rounds on target. It's even able to tank multiple direct cannon shots before failing. So toss in an HMG emplacement if you're feeling spicy. I would recommend setting up as far in advance as possible though, since sustained fire from a lot of enemies will bring it down in a hurry. Once it breaks, it's broken. As for the stim pistol, it might take some getting used to since the projectiles are a bit weird. The hit registration seems to be off, and it can be tough to land your shots. But don't let that discourage you. A little patience and a little practice and you'll be giving your teammates unicorn horns in no time.
Wait.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh my god, you gave me a unicorn horn.
Now I gotta be honest with y'all. I'd never actually tried using the stim pistol before this challenge. I know, it's heresy of the highest degree, but I was too blinded by my love of the Senator to recognize its true value. Being able to give your team stamina and top off their health is incredibly useful, making life much easier for you and your teammates. Even if you don't have a chunky of your own, sparing your teammates stims by topping them off and boosting their ability to sprint away from danger is just an incredibly powerful mechanic. I also enjoyed using the Halt for this mini duo loadout since being able to stun the hordes of bots for my team really helped me get into that supportive mindset. Too often I feel pressure to lead my squad or bail them out of tight spots through reckless heroic actions. But sometimes it's nice to pass the lead off to another Helldiver and just sit in the back, shooting stims at your team and popping the occasional Hulk or tank that rears its ugly head. Despite the overwhelming majority of my content being focused on team play, I must admit I got a bit annoyed when my commandos started actually listening to me and showing me up in the team play department.
With a dreadnought.
Yep, pretty much. Lime, you know, sometimes you just piss me off with how good you are in this game. Just throw fucking EATs at me. It's making me mad. You're too good.
Can I
Never
say,
thought I'd hear the
just
owner
love
of
this
the
game.
service say that.
Oh, what the fuck? They drop a strider on me. Well, I'm glad I have a commando, you asshole.
You're welcome.
Show me that stupid face.
This must be how a dad feels when their kids start beating them at sports. I am both annoyed and incredibly proud. Our rearguard action was just one of many battles for the DSS. But hopefully what we learned in this last stand against tyranny will ripple out throughout the fleet. We steeled our resolves and gathered what weapons we could to hold off the invasion. But unfortunately, it was not enough. The platoon of commandos I took with me all valiantly fell in battle, or stepped on landmines. As I watched my squad fall around me, I knew it was over, but I steeled myself anyway to face the horde of bots one last time. And then, like a light switch, everything went dark.
Come on, lads! We're not leaving him behind! We're bringing him back, damn it! Sir! Sir! Guy! Speak to me, buddy! Fuck, Chunky! Chunky, check him out.
Oh, damn it. What the hell happened?
Well, sir, to be totally honest with you, there's a lot of dead bots flying around and a lot of ordnance coming down, so unless you want a one-way trip to the Super Destroyer in the sky, I'd recommend we get the hell out of here.
Alright, let's go. Oh, it hurts.
We're getting the commissar out, fellas! Let's move! Freedom!
I'm coming back.
Get sir! Get in the ship! Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Chucky, we gotta go! We gotta go, Chucky, go!